Shalom Israel. Let it give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and Shalom to like out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Alright, it's been another episode of Speaking Freely, just on the road. And I just wanted to touch on the fact that you have a lot of our people out there, that have so many different questions to why we're in the condition that we're in. What can we do to get out of this situation? Why is there so much hate amongst black on blacks? Why is this? Why is that? They have all of these different questions, but to whom do they truly look to get the answers from? They don't truly seek to get the answers from the Lord, because if they did, especially by now in the times we living in, man, as us brothers preaching throughout the four corners of the earth, you will find out why. You will find the solutions. You will find all the answers to your problems within these modern times, because this truth is so widespread. But these people, they don't truly seek for the benefit, of actually bettering themselves or bettering the people. They're just in search, just to say that they came up with something, to say that they're the new so-called black renaissance man, or this is the new person to look up to, or this is going to be our new leader that's going to carry us, to the next level, so to speak, man. When that's already been said and done, Yahushua been laid the foundation for all of that. And all we have to do through the Spirit is to come back unto Yahweh and the Son Yahushua, for all of the things in which we're missing, man. The scriptures say, I believe it's in the book of Jeremiah, that our sins have withholding good things from us. So why is the main reason we're in this condition? Because of our sins. Because, and if people don't know, sin is transgression of the law. Us, as being Hebrew Israelites, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, okay, we are God's chosen people, if you didn't know that. And we broke his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we're in these conditions. Everything in which we think of, or why we're in these situations, all of it is written and recorded in great detail throughout the scriptures, man. In great detail. I watched, because I watch a lot of, these different so-called, not just the people of the so-called conscious community, but other so-called black people out there, that be thinking they have a voice or see themselves as some type of an authority, have some type of great opinion as to what we can do to rise up out of this situation, and what a lot of them come up with, is pretty much we got to look at ourselves, and we got to be able to trust the man next to us, and it's just be a bunch of rhetoric and a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. It'd be a bunch of nothing, man. It'd be a bunch of nothing. They get into the minute details of a man or a woman, or all of these different things, but what about the bigger picture? What about the larger picture? What was the foundation of all of that, man? Why, when you look around in your different communities, that we're constantly being destroyed? Not from ourselves first and foremost, but from outside influence. Hey, Lawrence Fishburne said it best in Boys in the Hood. Why in every corner in the ghetto, what you see a liquor store. You go up to Hollywood, Beverly Hills and stuff, you don't see that stuff, like how he said, you know what I'm saying? How do all the guns and the drugs and different things like that get in here, man? What, because they want us to kill ourselves. So through all of that, now you look at the scenario, okay, so now that you recognize the enemy, because he's the one that's allowing these things to be within our communities. So now you recognize the enemy, Okay, how do we combat the enemy? And we do that through the Lord. That's how we combat the enemy. But you're not going to combat the enemy on no carnalness and thinking that you're going to do something to rise up and to catch up. You're going to build your own communities and build your own centers and do all this, and you're going to thrive as a community. They won't allow that shit. If our people haven't noticed now, from Black Wall Street to all this civil rights movement stuff, you know what I'm saying? That stuff is null and void, man. It's out of the window. You're not gonna overcome nothing by that. The only way we're gonna overcome this so-called white man is by the blood of Yahweh Shah, man, and cleaving unto the Lord within these last days and these holy scriptures, as we should do, and recognizing our true inheritance, our true identity as being Hebrew Israelites, as being the people that has been lost for generations on top of generations, and still don't know who we are, man. You know, on a large scale. Any other thing is utter madness to even try to consider. You know, any other thing is madness when you look at